George Kilpatrick, Inspiration for the Nation, celebrating people we feel good about. Yolanda Flowers is here to tell us about the work that they're doing through the Syracuse Community Connections. That's what I want to say. The Southwest Community Center, also known as. FACES has been around for a long time, really helping to spread the word about HIV awareness, particularly within communities of color. Also, the Jules program working as well. And so they've got a community resource fair coming up on June the 29th. Yolanda's here to tell us all about it. What's going on, Yolanda?
Hey, how are you?
Good, good,
Yes,
good.
we are having a community resource fair on June 29th from 11 to 4:30. It's where we host a big event for the community where we try to bring a lot of the local community together in one place to not only celebrate the community but to provide resources for those who are living within the 13213 all the way up to 13210 in our target population. So we just want to just come together, have good fellowship, good food, and then provide some resources. I mean, it's from HIV testing to dentistry to federal credit unions about um, how to be safe in the community, how to collaborate, and things of that nature. People vendors who want to come out, they're all welcome to come out to just have one full day of just resources, just reminding people about what is in our community.
Yeah, lots of resources in the community, and it seems as though we want to remember that there's some, HIV and AIDS is still something that we should be testing for. It's still something we should be aware of, and I feel this is not a statistical thing, but I feel that with COVID, overwhelmed everything, right?
Correct.
But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Yes.
now that we have seen the numbers of COVID decrease, we can go back to, and I don't want to say it that way, but essentially that's what I'm thinking. We can recognize the resources that have already been in the community for things like HIV.
Correct. Yes. That's what we want to do is because that's one of the things that we're looking to really get to our Black and brown people, especially, is the importance of HIV and getting tested, knowing your status. But as a center at the heart of Syracuse Community Connections, we want to make a connection to our community, just let them know that we're still here, we're still vibing, we're still connecting, we're still making connections, and this is the heart. So why not come under one roof to try to reach all the services that is needed for each and every person, from the youngest to the eldest. And we want to make sure that everyone knows that.
What Give us an update as to where we stand with HIV in our community. How we doing?
But right now, the numbers are still going up because as long as there's people are not utilizing condoms and utilizing safe sex, our numbers are going up in the STI area. And as STIs are going up, our HIV is going up. So that's why it's important that we are being safe. If we're going to play, we want to be safe and we want to play. And if we're going to play, we want to make sure that we live in a healthier life, not only just for ourselves, but for our partners and our loved ones.
And in which population are we seeing the increase?
In our Black and brown communities,
And
definitely.
by gender, is it women or men
It's more, I think it's more equal, it's equally, but I
equally?
think it's more in the senior citizen and the teenagers. It's
Really?
really going up. Yes.
Seniors, right? And it can't be for lack of information, or is it?
It is lack of information, and still, I think it's still centered around the not even pandemic, but the stigma of it's a death sentence. It's not a death sentence anymore because there is medicine out there for a lot of people are living longer lives if they're taking their medicine on a regular basis, so they can have it U equals U, which means that undetectable. So that means if you're taking your medicine, you can be undetectable, but you still have the virus within you, but you can still have a normal life.
Remind us of the way in which HIV is transmitted.
HIV is transmitted through, blood, through any things that is not by touch, anything like that, but it's through sexually transmitted disease is through blood transfusion, things of that nature. If you're on drugs and you're sharing needles, you're going to transfer that. If you have an unprotected sex, you're going to transfer that. If you have a cut on your finger, or you have a cut in your mouth, or you have a cut in the tear of your private area, and if you're not protect yourself, then you're going to transfer that virus to your loved one.
Exchange of bodily fluids and open wounds and things of that nature
Absolutely
is the way that this is transmitted. And so we get that information. Again, teenagers and seniors, where we're getting, well, I'm not going to judge. I just feel like we should give people this education. And one of the ways that we should do this is go to this community fair, June 29th, 11 to 4. And even if it's not you, get the information so you can educate somebody else.
Absolutely. There's free condoms that's going to be available, and it's not like some people will tell us, "I'm not active," like you just said, George. You pinpoint right on the head. Is that you don't have to get it just for yourself. Get it for your niece or your nephews or your other people that you know that is active. Getting those safe tools that can, and informative information that's going to be able to educate and to bring awareness, which is important.
And this is Friday, so teenagers are out of school, so you got food, you'll have a DJ, right?
Yeah.
And there'll be a raffle, so there's face painting, so there'll be a lot of
activity. A lot of great.
This is a Friday afternoon, and
it's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday. Okay,
Yep.
I have. Did I look at that wrong? Oh, it is a Thursday. Yeah, I looked at the wrong day. It's a Thursday, June 29th. And so it's a great opportunity, 11 to 4 HIV testing, but not just HIV testing. There's going to be other community resources available. I think that's one of the things you want to do, is you want to make sure that the people in our community, it's probably obviously one issue that we're trying to help the community with, but what you're recognizing is that those issues are not in isolation. So they may need other support. Why don't you speak to that?
Absolutely. That's why we're inviting persons who dealing with the health department, dealing with other health issues. That's why I said we are more than HIV. If you want information on diabetes, if you want information on high blood pressure, if you want information on just your teenage job fair, or where can my child get a job, or if you want to know how to open a bank account, if you want to know on how to get what your children's going to do for the summer, all that information is going to be right here in this one location, the heart of Syracuse Community Connection. And that's what it's all about, that we all come together and to collaborate our service, to make a connection with each other, and to provide this valuable information that is needed, that if you didn't know, now you'll know. If you were in need of it, it's going to be in the house. And that's what it's about.
The Syracuse Community Connection is located at 401 South Avenue, Thursday, June 29th, 11 to 4. It's the Community Resource Fair, brought to you by Syracuse Community Connections, the Faces and Jewels program, helping to get you tested, get you the information you need to keep our community safe and healthy. Yolanda Flowers runs the Faces program. Yolanda, good to see you. Anything else we need to know?
Just come with your appetites. If you know anyone who wants to advertise their business, they're welcome to get a hold of me at 315-671-5815. Or they can send an email to me at yflowers@smnfswcc.org. If you want, you're a vendor and you want to advertise your business, you're welcome to come. Just come willing to just explore, because that's what we want to do, is for you to really explore what is available that you need, and to put your raffle in the hat so you can win a couple prizes, grab a little bit of hot dogs and hamburgers and good food and good fellowship.
That's 315-671-5815. yflowers@smnfswcc.org. Yolanda, thank you so much.
Thank you, George. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Inspiration for the nation.